Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm excited to try it. When I was little, I used to love Bob Ross, and now I get to paint like Bob Ross. With the help of Krea AI, I have typed into it here, Bob Ross mountain landscape with paintings and mountains and a lake painting. Now currently, it's giving me a little bit of a white image because we'll figure it out. Check this out. I'll leave it simple. I'll take my pen and I will paint with a nice cremulin green. Cremulin? A nice, if I knew colors, that would be helpful. Let's take a nice broad brush here and just ink in some foreground, you know? I'm gonna put some opacity here so I can get some varying colors. This is called the atmospheric effect. Farther away you go, the more it looks faded. And then I'm going to brush in some trees here. Wait, no. You start with the background. If Bob Ross taught me anything, it's that you start with the background. But so far that's impressive. Okay, take two. A nice faded blue. And I'll just pencil that in, which is, you know, going to be back here. I don't know, maybe this is just a friendly little mountain. And you know what? He has a brother mountain. Just a happy little mountain next to his brother little mountain. And they are really the backbone of this scene here. They have been there for ages and that's so beautiful. I'm gonna cry. Sorry. And they have been here for ages. Okay, great. Now once you got that, I gotta do it again. You gotta start with a wash.
And I've covered it with a nice thin even coat of the liquid white, which makes it wet, makes it slick. It allows us to actually blend color right here on the canvas.
Silly me. Silly me. Okay, let's get some amateur hour. Okay, just lay down some of that color. Beautiful. Now let's bring our mountains back in. Subtle. Let's keep it subtle. Bring my brush stroke down. There we go. Now we can get some mountains. So that's one idea. This gives these mountains a little more character. There's some scribbles, you know. It doesn't really matter. Let creativity be your guide. Okay, I'm going to turn down the AI strength a little bit so I can resemble what I'm doing a little better. Okay, now I imagine there might be some foreground grass. We've got a lake here. It kind of wraps around. There's a little bit of a bank back here and off into the distance. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Somehow that turns into the mountain, some rolling hills perhaps. Trees, gotta have trees, yes, good, very good. Let's put another little island peninsula over here, make a bit of an S shape. This is fantastic. Oh, bring in some darker colors just for, you know, the fun of it. And now we get really, really down to the brass tacks here. Let's pencil in some branches. We're gonna have a big tree cutting out in the foreground here. What kind of tree is it? I'm glad you asked. It is a kind of tree. Yeah, that's a good kind. Let's go with that. Now it looks dead, but we are gonna bring it to life in a minute. Before we do that, we should add something. I don't know. I like the idea of having some trees down here, so I'll pencil in some trunks. Go right here, get a nice dark green, and you know, just brush in some vibrant leaves. Now I am looking at my drawing, not what's being generated, but you tell me what you see. That's weird, you can't do that. I'll just look up in a minute. Okay, let's go. Let's stick with that route. There we go. It's kind of like a pine tree, in a way, I guess. Okay, now to paint the sun, you don't actually want yellow because the sun's not yellow. But you can get some white in here, and it's gonna think it's the moon, as it always does. Oh, there we go. There's our sun. Beautiful. What if we have some little wildflowers down here? I don't know what kind they are, but they're wild and flowery, and they may or may not show up. But you know, that's okay. We'll just pencil them in. There's some red and some purples. They just live here on the prairie, not the prairie, in the jungle, wilderness, all on their own, really. And they have a good time there. And yeah, so some more trees. Definitely gonna need some more trees. At this point, I don't know what color to do them. So I'm going to pick one. And just get some pine trees back in here. Pretty great. I love a good pine tree. And before you know it, you have the joys of painting, and you've painted like Bob Ross. Okay, here in Krea, a fun thing to do is adjust the AI strength. If I bring it down a little bit more, it should resemble, okay. So, great. My painting, bring it up a little bit. It's like, oh, I can make this a little better. A little better. That's even fun. Not bad. So watch what happens if I take this. No, not that. That? Do I like that? Yeah. Yeah, I think I do. And then I go over here to download image and quick enhance. Beautiful. Beautiful. Download that image. Open that file. Copy if that works. Come over here. Paste it into my Photoshop file. So now I look like that's, you know, that's what I did the whole time. If you didn't notice that, silly you. I'm just kidding. That's a trick. I didn't draw that. But I don't know why I did that, because I don't know where to go from there. Maybe like put in, you know, some more branches. Put one in here. See if it'll recognize it. How much do I have to draw this branch before it recognizes it? Too low? Too low? Bring down the AI strength. Okay, there you go. Interesting, see how that works? It's doing the heavy lifting, but I'm able to like handcraft where I want this branch to be, which, you know, that's kind of cool actually. Huh. Wow. Okay, so what else can we do with this? Sometimes details doesn't work, but I'm gonna go on a limb here and say it'll let me draw a bird. I don't know, we'll see. Let's have a body, a beak, a wing. Now obviously I should get a reference image because this might not work very well, but who's to say, really? Can you tell what this is? I can. If the AI can't, bring the AI up a little bit, and it wants to turn it into a mountain. Okay, well, what if I tell it? With bird. Eagle? Yeah, not so good. Okay, well, that's okay. It's interesting how it wants to take away that branch, too. In any case, there you have it. Fun little Bob Ross painting with AI. I don't know, I had some fun. And that's it, there you go. Bob Ross painting with Krea AI. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a fun time sketching. I love just being in the art and being creative. Okay, I hope you have a good day. As always, please remember to smile.